Do you ever feel like you have to hide certain parts of yourself to be accepted? Do you have a very active inner critic? I'm Jenny Brav of Radiant Wholeness Healing, and today we're exploring the emotion of shame. It's an emotion that can be really hard to identify. It's often hidden under other emotions, and it can feel energetically really sticky. I have a blog post linked below that talks a little bit more about ways to identify it, to trace it back to its root. But today we're going to tap a little bit on the feeling that might still be living inside of you in your body. And one of the reasons shame is so corrosive is that it really gets to the heart of who we are as a person. It creates this internal split between the parts of ourselves that just want to be here and be accepted and thrive, and then all of the messages we might have received about ourselves. So when there's shame, it's really hard for us to be fully living as an integrated whole person. I invite you to close your eyes just for a moment and just feel where shame might live in your body, what it feels like, physical sensations, noticing if there are certain situations that trigger the shame, if it feels like it's a family legacy, there's a lot of shame in the family. Asking yourself when it might have started, your first memory of feeling shame, any memory that jumps out at you. Also asking yourself how you might be feeling and living your life if there wasn't shame. And feel free to pause the video, go deeper. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, or you can keep them closed. And you're going to tap on the same points as I am and repeat the words out loud or in your head, modifying them as needed if they don't resonate with you and your truth. Tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I feel shame, especially in certain situations, and feel free to name what those are if you want. And it's possible there's inherited shame as well. I'm open to loving and accepting myself deeply and completely. Head. Hi, shame. Inside of the eyebrows, I feel you. Outside of the eyes, I see you. Under the eyes, I know you're there. Under and above the lips, I know you're trying to keep me safe. Under the collarbone, avoid judgment. Middle of the sternum, ridicule, ribs, breathe. And feel free to add anything else that you think the shame might be trying to achieve for you. Side of the body. Hi, shame. Inside of the wrist. Hi, younger me. Other wrist. I'm so sorry you got the message that some parts of you were not enough. Head not acceptable. Inside of the eyebrows, you had to hide them to be okay. Outside of the eyes, to get love. Under the eyes, be accepted. Breathe. Under and above the lips, I am so sorry. Under the collarbone. Now I want you to know that you are perfect. Middle of the sternum. There is nothing wrong with you. Ribs and whatever messages you were receiving. Side of the body had nothing to do with you. Inside of the wrist, even though they felt so personal. The wrist, they were much more about the world around you. Head than about you. Inside of the eyebrows, and we can hang on to the shame outside of the eyes as long as we want to. Under the eyes. And it's possible under and above the lips that we're ready to let go. Under the collarbone, be more visible. Middle of the sternum. Allow others to be however they are. Ribs. And allowing ourselves to be however we are. Side of the body. And to shine as brightly as we want. Inside of the wrist. It's possible it's safe to be visible. Other wrist, take up space. Tap all over the head. It's possible we're only responsible for being aligned with ourselves. Inside of the eyebrows. And I acknowledge any inherited shame. Outside of the eyes, any ancestors who were shunned. Under the eyes. Excluded from society. Under and above the lips. Had to hide parts of themselves to be accepted. Under the collarbone. I am so sorry. Middle of the sternum. And thankfully, it's possible I live in a world, ribs, that's much more accepting of individual differences. Out of the body, it's possible I'm ready to release this. Inside of the wrist, it's possible that being my full self in the world, the wrist is what I'm here for. All over the head, it's possible it is a gift to the world. Good, deep breath. And let's pause, and I invite you to nod to the shame. Your shame, inherited shame, for all the ways that it tried to get you and your ancestors to fit in, to conform, to be enough. I'm recognizing that it served a purpose, but now it's just splitting you in half between the part of you that's your natural self and the part of you that's hiding, that's trying to be something. And so if and when you're ready, and if not, feel free to keep tapping on the first part of this video. Let's release this shame. Releasing any cords, tying you to old memories. Maybe even bringing in cleansing waterfall of energy just to wash off all the stickiness of that energy. And then closing your eyes and imagine yourself from this moment on walking forth in your life with your head held high. Just owning who you are, allowing other people to have whatever responses they might have, knowing it's about them, not about you, still having compassion without needing to take any of that on. Just noticing how that feels in all aspects of your body. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and tapping all over your body, taking it out, touching something grounding, and taking a deep breath. Thank you so much for being with me on that journey. Let me know in the comments below how that went, if there was a shift. If you want to share what you're working with, feel free to. And as always, you can reach out for 30-minute free consultations and like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thank you so much.